and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift Worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift Worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift Worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work.
Thank you very much, that's really nice, thank you.
Okay, we're about to do the Tempo Sandwich. And the Tempo Sandwich is workout number 3 of the Zwift Run Academy programme. So we've done the workout number 1, workout number 2. We've also done the baseline run. We're on to workout number 3 of 8. There are 8 workouts in total, plus the 2 runs at either end, the baseline and the finish line run. It's not too late to sign up for the Zwift Academy. If you haven't done already, you can still do the baseline run. And then all the workouts, the 8 workouts, they are all in your workout folder. So you can either do them as a group like we're doing now, or you can do them on your own from the workout folder. But the only runs that are not in your workout folder are the baseline run and the finish line run. If you're not signed up, get yourself signed up now, and you can still do the baseline run. It is still available as a group workout, as a group run in the schedule from the Zwift Companion app. Right, hello Tina, hello Clive. Cooking the kids' dinner, says Clive, as is Victoria. We are off in 30 seconds, so let's just get jogging. We've got a very long warm-up, 12 minutes of warm-up. And then we've got some 1-minute intervals to do, by the looks of things. Fastest will be 16 point something. It's a tempo sandwich because we've got intervals either side of a little tempo section in the middle. So, 5 seconds and away we go.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Right, so we're starting very slowly. 8.1. My Zwift companion app is not working. Michael Hasser is running with us. Tanvig is running with us. Hello, Tanvig. Garcia is there. Bellini from Italy is there. Tracy Cox is there. Kevin DeLuca is running with us. Hello, Kevin. So all these runs are based on your own paces. So it's based off your 5k pace setting. So hopefully that is correct in your settings. And if it is, you will find that the run that you do, the workout that you do, will be the right pace for you. It should be challenging enough, but not impossible to do. So many of you will already have done workouts 1 and 2. Some people have said they wait for me to do workout number 3 to see how hard it is. But I know also some of you have already done workout 3 as well. The next 5 minutes are fairly low intensity apparently. My companion app is not working, so I can't chat to anyone on screen. But I am watching Facebook chat, YouTube chat and Twitch chat. So if you're watching on any of those channels, you can message me, ask me a question, shout at me, complain at me, tell me a joke, whatever you want to do, and I should be able to respond. Unless it starts getting really difficult and my breathing goes up, you'll be able to tell that because I'll look terrible and my heart rate will be much higher than 114, which is what it is now. I'm going to turn the companion app off and on again and see if that helps. Because right now, companion app is not working. No fans on at the moment. Oh yes, it kind of turns on and then it looks like it's going to go to connect to Zwift and then it doesn't and it goes all just a white screen. Look, I shall show you. I have a white screen, that's all I've got. And I can swipe it off. Look, turn it on, Zwift, and then it goes to that. And then in a minute, it will connect to Zwift and it'll go to a white screen. I bet it won't do it now, will it? Ah, and now it's working. Oh dear, how silly. Well, it's now working. There we go. So I now can chat to people. Good evening, everyone. Or good afternoon. So we are headed up onto the sky roads of New York. And oh, I totally missed that increase there. So 9.8 kilometers per hour now, gradually increasing the speed over the next 8 minutes until we get to the first 1 minute rep. No doubt I'll turn the fan on in the next few minutes because it'll start getting warm. Victoria is cooking curry tonight. I can smell it from here. Tina Beard says, my internet is very wobbly tonight. Wobbly internet. Interesting. Is that a a technical term? Wobbly internet? Okay, Jonathan, oh, don't frighten me. Jonathan says this was really tough for me. Okay, so Jonathan found it tough. Well, I don't want it to be tough. I want it to be all right. I mean, it looks like it's not too bad, but who knows? It might be awful. If it's got any elevation, it'll be terrible. If it's flat, then it shouldn't be too bad. Once you get to 6 minutes, we're going to increase the pace by 1% every minute till we get to 12 minutes. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tina Beard says they've just watched Adam Holland do this workout, running at 19.7 kilometers per hour and still chatting. It's not right, is it? That just isn't right. Tanya says, I'll be interested to know if this workout is any harder. I've got this one next. To be honest, yeah, Victoria and me have found the first two to be fairly okay. Relatively comfortable. Now remember, if you do find this really easy, you can alter the percentage bias. So, let's just put the screen on. Hang on a second. We put this on here. Is my mouse working? Can you see my mouse? Right, you should be able to see my mouse on the screen there. Just here, look, follow my mouse to the left. Just there, it says percentage 100%. Now, if I wanted to, I could make this workout harder by pressing that and making it go up. You can go to a maximum of 110%. You can't go any higher than that. Or, if it's too difficult, you can go down to 90%. So you can make it harder or more difficult or easier by altering the bias there. You can also do that in the companion app as well. But it's important to have your pace settings set correctly, because that will determine more than anything else how difficult the workout is. If you've got your 5k time set ridiculously fast, the workout is going to be ridiculously hard. If you've got your 5k time set very easy, then your workouts are going to be very easy. Right, Tanya reckons I should put it up to 110%. No, is my short and simple answer to that. You know I don't like hard work, Tanya. I'm keeping it at 100%. I'm quite happy with that. I mean, ideally, if you have your paces set correctly, then 100% should be correct. You shouldn't need to make it harder. And if you're finding that all your workouts need to be made harder, then there are two things. Either the workout was written badly, or your 5k pace is not right in your pace settings. Let me see if I can access that for you to show you. So if I go to menu, and then we go up here, look, to that little pen icon there. And my 5k time is 18 minutes and 29 seconds. Yeah, you need that one to be a sensible time. Relative to how your training is going and what you think you can currently do. Let me just change my name back to what it should be. Oh dear. Now that's not working. Ha! Right, let's try this. Okay. And now we'll put camera angles back on. Ah, Mr. Downey, hello. So heart rate is up to 134 now already, with 2 minutes to go before the main start of the workout. And it's time for the fan to go on. No worries, Tanya. You should know all this by now. You're a veteran Zwifter already. Right, just over 90 seconds. Then we get 1 minute walk, look. 1 minute of recovery walk before we go into the main set. So it's 1 minute on, 1 minute off for 1, 2, 3 times. And then we do some tempo work. And then we do 1 minute on, 1 minute off again, slightly faster. Oh no! The no-go bug. I don't even know if I've heard of the no-go bug, Ryan. What's that? Okay, coming up to our 1 minute rest. I can see Michael Hasser just behind me. Stain is just behind me as well. Elsom is about 50 seconds back. Kev DeLuca is about 50 seconds back as well. Garcia is up ahead. Tangvik, David Thompson, all up ahead. Right, up on the top of the Sky Roads now over New York's Central Park. And we are raring to go for workout number 3. We're going to walk for a minute. I'm going to do this as written, so I am going to walk. Okay, last night Jonathan dropped the pace too early and lost a star. So I canned it and tried again an hour later. It's all about the stars. Yeah, you've got to try and get your stars. And again, you'll notice the top left there. Every time you complete a section correctly, you get a star. So, we need to now prepare to go at 16.2 kilometers an hour for 1 minute. And we've got 20 seconds before that happens. So, just before those 20 seconds are up, we start increasing the pace. So here we go, 10 seconds to go.
5, 4,
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
And away we go at 16.2 now. So it took about 8 seconds to get up to speed there. And just stay relaxed, shoulders down, head up, and just relax while you're running through these early intervals. There's a long way to go in the workout, so the first 1 or 2, although there might be a bit of a shock to the system, you should settle in okay. Jonathan and Tina, jump over to Twitch or to YouTube if you're having internet problems on Facebook, because YouTube and Twitch always seem to be much better. Okay, back down to 11.4 for 1 minute, and then we're back up again. You can jog easy or walk for this recovery phase. The key points are to lower your heart rate, drop your breathing rate down, Okay. So I'm going to start increasing the speed again a bit earlier this time. 20 seconds to go. Okay, let's start speeding it up, and away we go. There we are, much better. 4 seconds to get that going. Breathe and relax, head up. It should be hard work, but not impossible. Look at my heart rate, 158 there. So that's what you're looking at. If you're male around my age, ten seconds. And through the arch, there we go, back down to 11.4. Jonathan has taken my advice and he's gone to YouTube. Anyone who wants a much better video quality, go and look at YouTube if you're currently on Facebook. And if you're currently on YouTube, go and look at Twitch, because Twitch is even better. If you're into your video quality, if you're not bothered, stay with us on Facebook. 20 seconds to go. And this is the last one coming up now, before we have a little rest.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go, again 4 seconds to get it up to speed. Still need to feel as relaxed as you can. Cadence 179. Heart rate 162 there. And we've got all the stars so far. So you can see coming up, 2-minute walk, and then we have a tempo run. 5 minutes at 13.8, 5 minutes at 14.1. Don't grab a drink like it says. You don't need a drink. You've only been running for 18 minutes. You do not need a drink. Mark Mansueto, good evening to you. Okay, we can walk for a minute or two. Right, any questions, fire them in quickly, because once we get going again, it's going to be difficult to answer questions properly. We have 15 minutes coming up of tempo, 13.8, 14.1, and 14.4. 15 minutes of tempo running. This is just sub-lactate threshold. So it should be just top of zone 3 getting into zone 4 tempo. So have a look at my heart rate. When you see my heart rate kind of in the middle of this, like about 5 or 10 minutes in, you should see it in the yellow zone and possibly just popping into the orange zone. We'll see what happens. Jonathan reckons we should be at 1%. You've got no chance. I don't do 1%. I don't do 1%. Unless you really hassle me, unless I get a load of grief, I'm not doing 1%. So it's up to you guys now. If you all want me to do 1%, you have to hassle me because I'm not doing 1% at the moment. Right, walking at 8 kilometers per hour? No. Tangvig, hello. Tangvig's just ahead of us and he's now in the Facebook chat. Hello, Tangvig. Tangvig wants 1% as well. Great to be back on Zwift Run again, he says. 10 seconds to go. It says 1% on the screen. Oh, right. Fine. Right. I'm pathetic. I've given in to 2 of you asking. 2 of you have asked. Right, let's go. 13.8 now. So all the stars so far. 13.8. And we've got 5 minutes at this pace now. Ah, look, Christoph says you've already done a lot of incline today. Yes, I have. I had my treadmill at 12% for 45 minutes this morning. Jonathan Cost. Don't talk to me about incline. Thank you for sticking up for me, Christoph. Appreciate it, buddy. But I have relented. I'm at 1%. Although, hang on a minute. It doesn't say 1% for this section. Look, it just says run at 13.8. It says nothing about 1% for this section. Right. I'm going to do the first 5 minutes at 1% because I feel like now I've put it up to 1%. I feel like I should stay there for a bit. So first 5 minutes at 1% and then I'll bring it down. What's the point of walking at 1%?
Right on!
Mendes, thanks for the ride on. Alfredo, I think that was. Says no longer climbing in the middle there, look. Your heart rate should settle as you're no longer climbing. I beg to differ. Right, we are halfway through this little section. Oh yeah, somebody else has just said that. Christoph said his walking section, it was requested at 8 kilometers an hour. Same as Jonathan. Very odd. Right, 2 minutes to go. Thanks for the ride on, whoever that was. Pollard, 1 minute to go. Post-run walking down the stairs clips are always comedy gold, aren't they? Especially the look on Victoria's face. She was suffering. 30 seconds. Okay, so we're going to increase the pace, but I'm going to drop it down to 0 incline. Right, 5 more minutes here. Tangbig, no. Not 3% on the third one. So, heart rate 160, which is somewhere near the top of zone 3. Which is exactly where we should be. Hi, Darren. Yes. Well, winter is coming, Darren. We'll get those sub 40 10Ks and sub 25Ks back on, shall we? Jonathan says, easy or tough for you? Relatively easy, I think, Jonathan. I mean, you know, it's a tempo run, so 160. Top of zone 3 is about right, I would say. You know, you don't want to be completely knackered here because you've got more 1 minute intervals to come after this, so I would say this is probably about right. Focus on staying relaxed, control your breathing. Halfway through now. And we're in New York, we're running around Central Park and the reservoir in the middle of Central Park. And it won't be long before we go back up on the sky roads again. I'll repeat, you don't need water at this stage. Half an hour in. If you absolutely have to have water, take it during the 2-minute break at the end of this section. Far safer to have a sip of water when you're walking at a slow pace. But really, for this session, 55 minutes of running, drink beforehand, and drink at the end. Christoph says, are you doing the workout on your own, or are you too fast for the rest? Well, you can see everyone else in the workout on the right hand side, Christoph. So there are 19 people in the workout. I'm 5th from the front, but we are fairly spread out. Michael Hasser is 9 seconds behind me. So time to speed up in 30 seconds. Best day for me, Darren, is always race day. Saturday or Sunday. So last Sunday was the Paris Marathon. This Saturday is the Beachy Head Marathon. Really looking forward to that. Okay, final 5 minutes of the tempo run. Heart rate now up to 164, and we are at the bottom of zone 4. Tangbig says it's so motivating to run in a group again. It's good to have you with us. So it doesn't matter what speed you do this workout at. What you want to see is your heart rate around about the top of zone 3 and into zone 4 for this section. That's what a tempo run is. Quite a lot of pressure, I think, Jonathan, to bin Guernsey and do Copenhagen because Victoria really wants to do it. And I'd quite like to do a fast time there, if I can. But we'll see, we'll see. "22 minutes of the workout to go. 3 minutes of this section left. 3 minutes and then we can walk for 2 minutes. Stick at it. Heart rate going up, partly because I'm talking, 167 there. So we're getting to the middle and top of zone 4. Middle of zone 4. So that's a bit high for me. But like I say, I am talking and it is hot in here. Yeah, Tangbig's high zone 4 now. Maybe that's expected. Bit of a heart rate dip there. Here we go back up onto the Sky Roads. 90 seconds to go. just to put this in perspective, if I wanted to try a marathon at 2 hours 55 minutes, this is about the pace I'd have to go for the 3 hours, for the 2 hours 55. Around about this pace. "30 seconds.
Nice!
Right, I've put it up to 1%. And we've got 2 minutes walk now. And then we're into the final 3 1-minute intervals. And this should be relatively comfortable. Now that we've done that tempo, we should feel comfortable doing 1 minute at 16.5. Should be fine. But you'll be able to tell how hard I'm working by watching my heart rate. How high does my heart rate go towards the end of those 1 minute sections? And of course it'll be the last one of those which raises my heart rate the highest. And I think there's 3, isn't there? Yes, Jonathan, it does feel scary because I'd like to do 2:55 for a marathon at some point. But right now I'm nowhere near fit enough. And that 14.4 there, that's about the pace I'd have to go, and that feels like there's no way I could do that for 3 hours at the moment. Right, heart rate coming down, 40 seconds to go, and then we've got the last section. And I've got all my stars so far, so let's keep it that way. We are walking at 1% elevation, but I'll bring that down in a second. 22 seconds. Start speeding up to 16.5 with about 8 seconds to go.
You suck!
I'm trying my best. It's not very nice, is it? Right, 8 seconds. 9. Here we go. $16.5, and we're up to speed in about 5 seconds there. Keep watching the heart rate, see how hard this is for me now. Ten seconds. So we hit 165 there. Lemonette, Terence really does like you to drink, doesn't he? My stomach could feel like a reservoir after this. 10 seconds. Let's start speeding up. Keep an eye on the heart rate. Halfway through. $169. I'm going to guess at 172 then. Jonathan reckons I'll get to 173 on the third one. Okay, I'll say 172. Ten seconds. Let's start going again. Hit 170 there briefly. 171. I think 171. So even though I sped up a bit, still didn't even get to 172, which I'm pleased about. That's good. Daniel, hello. Daniel says, have you had any problems logging into Zwift? I can't log in. Yeah, possibly just temporary issues, Daniel. I don't know. Nothing here. No problems here. Anyone else had any issues logging in? So a little walk, and then we've got 10 minutes of cooldown. Right, Jonathan there says server under maintenance at the moment. There you go, Daniel, that's why. Sasko, hello Sasko. Says looks great, nice pulse, thank you. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. That's about where I would expect that kind of workout to be. I think for speed intervals, it would have to go a lot faster to get me into zone 5. That's for sure. or any, you know, like high into zone 5. Is it closest wins, is it? We didn't have to be exact then. Right, up to 9.7 for the cooldown. And we've got 10 minutes of cooldown. So we will, from this speed, we will gradually slow it down a little bit every couple of minutes, I imagine, to the end. Well done if you've already done workout number 3. If you haven't, that's what you've got to look forward to. It's tough but doable. If you want a harder workout, adjust the percentage balance to above 100%. If it's too difficult for you, reduce the percentage to below 100%. And if all of the workouts seem wrong, way too slow or way too fast, go and check your pace settings, particularly your 5k pace setting. It should be a sensible time in there. So if you can run 5 kilometers in 25 minutes now, currently, then you should have 25 minutes in your 5k pace setting. If your PB is 25 minutes, but that was from 3 years ago and there's no way you can do that time now, don't put 25 minutes in your 5k setting. That will make your workouts far too hard for your current level of fitness. So put a time that you can do now. If you want to push yourself a bit, maybe you could make it a little bit quicker. Right, Jonathan says, by the way, are we all still having co-op iced lattes? Oh, yes. Not right now. I haven't got any at the moment. But certainly if I do races, a good co-op iced latte goes down very well. Okay, Jonathan, well, that'll be why then. That'll be why it was hard for you, because you're not at that level of fitness. But if you want to push yourself, then that's good. So heart rate slowly coming down, pace gradually decreasing, and we should get to 10 kilometers by the end of the run. 10 kilometers of distance easily by the end of the run. And yeah, I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. I hope when you come to do it, you find it useful and you find it helps get your heart rate up there, get you working a bit, but not that it's not impossible to do. Right, I'm going to go and drop some ride-ons, I think. Well done, Tanvig. Well done, Michael Passer. CP from Germany there. Well done to you. Bellini. Great job. Kruger, well done. So we've had 19 people in the workout today. Well done to you all. Great work, great job, good effort. I think I've given most people a ride on there. So gradually, my heart rate is finally coming down a bit. I've got 20 out of the 21 stars, so hopefully I'll get a final star for this 10-minute cooldown. We're about halfway through that now. We'll be back on tomorrow. I can't remember what we're going to do tomorrow. Let's have a little look, actually. So, we go to events, wait for it to load, and let's have a look at tomorrow's offerings. So much in the running calendar these days, isn't there? I remember the days when you just had to scroll 1 or 2 pages and you'd get to the end of the day. Not so anymore. So we've got the ZLDR starters run at 5:30. One of the Tri Academy workouts at 5:30. Workout number 3 again at 6:30. 6:30 run, workout for Tri. Baseline run for Tri. There's another baseline run for the Run Academy at 7 o'clock there. Black Celebration Series 7:30. We've got the pack run next step at 7:45. That might be something to do. Or 8 o'clock ZLDR. Okay, I don't know actually. I don't know what I'd like to do there. Jonathan says there was a guy on his run last night that started at 14 kilometers an hour and did the entire workout at that speed. Yeah, that really isn't the idea, is it? If you're going to do these workouts, you really should try and, take advantage of the fact that somebody has programmed this workout session for you to get fitter. And intervals are one surefire way to make you a faster runner. I'm still not entirely convinced of what I want to do tomorrow. We might have an easy day and we'll go with the pack run. Step-by-step progressive pack run, 8k, 7:45. We might do that. Because we don't want to do another interval workout, do we? We only want to have 1 or 2 of them a week. I don't want to do a fast 5k because I've worked hard tonight. So we either do something very slow and easy, or we do something progressive and kind of middling. So let's potentially we'll do this. So we tick that. So that's what we're going to do at the moment, unless we have a different idea. At the moment, that's what we're going to do tomorrow. 7:45 UK time. We'll do the pack progressive. Two minutes to go. Thank you everyone for watching on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. If you were watching on Twitch as well, hello to you guys. Oh yeah, Victoria's just reminded me it's Ellis's swimming lesson tomorrow evening, so I can't run during that time, so I won't be around. So 7:45 is about right. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod like the Zwift Pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. And there we are, crossing the line at the end of workout number 3. And there you can see a breakdown. Highest heart rate was 171, highest speed 17 kilometers per hour. Just pushed it a little bit at the end there. Average heart rate 145. It's all good. That was it. There we are. So, thank you very much everybody for watching. We will see you tomorrow for the pack progressive run. Jonathan says it's a bit quick, 13 to 14. That's okay. I mean, maybe I should do something slower, really. I don't know. I'll think about it overnight. At the moment, that's what we'll do. But I'll think about it overnight. And if I decide to do something slower, well, obviously, if you're subscribed, you'll see a notification pop up exactly when I'm running tomorrow. But sometime tomorrow we'll do something. But let's be as specific as that, shall we? Sometime tomorrow we'll do something. Don't forget, Clive, are you back running the MHG tomorrow? Clive Finnemore, who ran 100 miles on Saturday and into Sunday, has had a few days off. I don't know whether he is going to run tomorrow. I have a feeling probably not, but I don't know. I'm just going to wait for him and see if he replies with a yes or no. That is it from me. That was workout number 3 from the Run Academy. So we'll be back tomorrow with something. Tina Beard says, great job, Stephen. See you soon. Thank you, Jonathan Cost, for your contribution today. Nice to hear from you. Daniel Duries as well. Thank you very much. And Tangvig, well done. Thanks for running with me. Ryan Downey, I think Ryan Downey commented early on as well. Who else has been on? Plenty of people have been on to say hi, so thank you very much. There's Tangvig saying thanks all. Just waiting for Clive to see if he says whether he's running tomorrow or not. Hurry up, Clive, come on, get typing. I can close down Zwift now. Right, Tanny says, was it hard? Do you want me to be honest with you? No, it was a good workout. I'm not completely broken at the end. My heart rate went up to 171, so that's fairly hard, but that was only right at the end. Just make sure that you're in your pace settings, that your 5k time is correct, and it should be fine. But I mean, if you're finding it really, I mean, it's supposed to work you. You're supposed to be tired at the end. If it doesn't tire you enough, just stick it up a little bit to 105% or something and see how that goes. Oh my goodness, yeah, 10.69. I should walk a little bit just to make it a bit longer, shouldn't I? Do you think I should? Right, let's get it to 10.7. Or actually, no, 10.75. 10.75, because that will get us another 10 XP points. How about that? So let's just wait until we get that 10 points pop up. So yeah, in answer to the question, is it hard? I would say it's a comfortable workout. If you wanted to do it harder, you probably could. Whether the person who programmed it deliberately programmed it to be relatively comfortable, I don't know. Or whether it is supposed to be really hard, I'm not sure. Okay. Clive says yes, he's doing MHG tomorrow. Right, so there's my 10 XP points. So yes, tomorrow lunchtime, 12 o'clock UK time, go and join Clive Finnemore for the MHG 5k. Nice and slow, nice and easy and relaxed. But Clive will tell you all about his 100-mile race on Saturday. So that's the incentive to go and run 5k with Clive Finnemore tomorrow lunchtime, 5k. for the MHG run at 12 o'clock tomorrow. But that's it from me. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow evening. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the chat. See you soon. Bye-bye.